In this episode, we will tear down a Kymco X350 engine. For a long time now, there has been high demand to disassemble a Kymco. Finally, we requested this engine from the manufacturer to perform the teardown. Previously, we only disassembled the Kymco X350. You can search for that video to watch it yourselves. As usual, let's take a look at the transmission system first. This part that looks like a face mask is the air intake for the transmission case. The intake design is quite large. The filter element also has a 3D structure. Now, let's examine the drivetrain. It uses an FCC transmission system. This makes sense as FCC is a brand from Taiwan. Kymco is also a Taiwanese brand. Next, let's check the clutch shoes. As we know, the XMAX 300 and Forza 350 use a 5-shoe clutch system. Looking at this Kymco, it also has 5 shoes. 5-shoe clutches provide better engagement smoothness and power transmission efficiency. The belt is a Bando double-cogged belt from Japan. This needle roller bearing is also Japanese. From NTN, now let's look at the roller weights. I'll weigh them for you to help owners with future modifications. 16.63 grams. The actual displacement of this engine is 321 cubic centimeters. Maximum power is 21.5 kilowatts. Maximum torque is 30.5 Newton meters. The fuel injector is also here. Let's see what brand it is. It is from Keihin, Japan. Based on this, we can infer that the entire EFI system is by Keihin, including the ECU and throttle body. Everyone knows Honda has the PGM-FI system. It's also supplied by Keihin. Next, let's remove the cylinder head. Regarding the head structure, it uses a SOHC, single overhead cam, for valve design. The rocker arms are roller type. This X prefix suggests they are JX roller rocker arms. Roller rocker arms have a low friction coefficient and operate quietly. That's why almost all modern scooters use them. Nowadays, if an engine doesn't use roller rockers, it's considered outdated. You can't see the camshaft bearings like this. I'll remove the camshaft retainer plate in a moment. The head is a Zhichong cylinder head from Chongqing. Keep in mind, Honda, Suzuki, and Yamaha also use Zhichong heads. Alright, let's inspect the camshaft we just removed. It comes with a decompression valve. As for the camshaft bearings, they are TPI bearings from Taiwan. The larger one is also a TPI. The valves are changing valves from Jiangsu. No need for a long introduction here. The high-performance Vogue DS525X also uses changing valves. Next, we remove the cylinder. I'm sure you're all wondering if it's a ceramic cylinder. Alright, there you have it. It is indeed an electroplated ceramic cylinder. Ceramic cylinders have high wear resistance and hardness, and provide excellent cooling. The hardness of these wrenches can't even compare. So, don't worry about scratching it this way. If you don't believe me, try it on your friend's ceramic cylinder. Now, let's look at the piston. The piston crown features a micro-arc oxidation process, while the rest is tin-plated. Oh, the piston rings are from Riken. By the way, seeing this ceramic cylinder, I wonder when the Honda 350 will finally upgrade to one. Yamaha uses their own Diassembly cylinders. To be honest, I haven't ridden the Kymco X350 yet. So, for how this bike actually rides, you should check out reviews from other vloggers. The oil pump drive method is chain driven via the crankshaft, and the timing chain used is a high quality one. Now we can remove the timing chain. To take a look, the timing chain is a Morse chain from BorgWarner. It's a 3x4 silent chain. Since you've watched this far, please give the video a like. Next, we need to split the crankcase. The case bolts are all on the left side. Alright, case opened. The crankshaft uses plain bearings, bushings. I'll knock them out in a bit to see the brand. From the look of it, they are copper-based bearings. Let's check the crankshaft. The crankshaft is a multi-piece assembly. The connecting rod is a single piece. This is a very common crank design for single-cylinder engines. This gray substance here, it's not dirt. It's assembly paste, moly lube. Technically speaking, you do need this for installing bearings and shafts, or you'd use assembly oil. Notice this hole on the connecting rod. This is also an oil jet, used for lubricating and cooling the piston. This engine doesn't have a balance shaft, but there is a flywheel on the crank side. It helps in reducing vibrations. What else does it do? I'll let the experts in the comments explain. I've removed the main bearings. They are from Daido, Japan. Now let's open the gearbox, mainly to check the bearings. On this side, there is one SKF bearing and two TPI bearings. Inside here, the two on the right are also Taiwanese TPI bearings. The output shaft on the left uses an SKF. And with that, the teardown is complete. Overall, the build quality is quite good. The EFI system is from Keihin. The camshaft has a decompression valve and uses Taiwanese TPI bearings. Then we have roller rocker arms, an electroplated ceramic cylinder, an FCC transmission system, and a Bando double-cogged belt. The main bearings are from Daido, Japan. The piston is cast, using both micro-arc oxidation and tin plating processes. Alright, that's it for this teardown video. Thanks for watching.